Scrooge may have received some ghostly assistance, but could he change without help from the spirits? Let's find out. Hey, it's Chris, and welcome back to Empathy in Action. If you're new here and want to better understand what motivates the actions of yourself and others, then consider subscribing so we can learn and grow together. Today, we're taking a look at A Christmas Carol. If you have any suggestions for a scene I could look at, leave a comment, and I might make a video on it. If you're all set, let's get into it. So it's Christmas Eve, and Scrooge is closing his business for the day.
You want the whole day off tomorrow, I suppose?
If quite convenient, sir.
Not convenient.
It is only once a year, sir.
It's a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
It's the family more than me, sir. They put their hearts into Christmas, as it were, sir.
Yes, and put their hands into my pocket, as it were, sir.
So Cratchit is probably feeling anxious and wants some understanding about his desire to contribute to his family's needs. And Scrooge seems to be irritated because he wants stability in his finances. Later that evening, Scrooge is warned by the ghost of his partner Marley that 3 spirits will visit him, starting with the spirit of Christmas past, who shows Scrooge events from his past.
Ebenezer, oh dear brother, I have come to bring you home. Home for good and all, home for ever and ever. Father is so much kinder than he used to be that home is like heaven.
He doesn't know me, not even what I look like.
He spoke to me so gently one night when I was going to bed that I wasn't afraid to ask him just once more if you might come home. And he said, yes, you should, and you're never to be lonely again.
Nobody else ever cared for me, nobody else ever will.
Oh, dear brother, what nonsense. Everyone loves you very much. You must forgive Papa and forget the past, for our dearest mother's sake.
Oh, Fan.
So I guess Fan is annoyed because she'd like to see him be at peace with their father. And for Scrooge, it could be that he's overcome with joy because his need for acceptance is being met. Or maybe he's devastated because he'd like some consideration for his needs.
Come, Mr. Fezziwig, we're good friends, I think, besides good men of business. Why don't you sell out while the going's good?
We small traders are old history, Mr. Fezziwig. Dodos. But it's not just for money alone that one spends a lifetime building up a business, Mr. Jordan. It's to preserve a way of life that one knew and loved. There's more in life than money, sir.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you, Mr. Scrooge?
I think I know what Mr. Fezziwig means, though, sir. Perhaps the machines aren't such a good thing for mankind, after all.
Sage and onions, my dear fellow. Ha! Why, suppose I told you could get twice the salary old Fezziwig can afford to pay you, and advancement he can't afford to offer you, as a clerk in a new company.
I'd still say money wasn't everything, sir.
Oh, well, if it ain't, I don't know what is.
So Jorgen might be feeling doubtful because he has a need for sustainability. And both Fezziwig and Scrooge might be feeling concerned because they have a desire for purpose and simplicity.
Fan, it's me, your brother.
Ebenezer, promise me.
I'll promise you anything, dearest. Only that there isn't going to be any need. You're going to get well again, Fan. Fan, you're going to get well again.
How could you have brought me here? Have you no mercy, no pity?
Ebenezer, promise me you'll take care of my boy.
Forgive me, Fan. Forgive me, Fan.
So young Scrooge is probably feeling grief and anger because he has a deep desire for a connection with Fan. I'd say Fan was worried because she wanted to know that her son will be supported when she's gone, and present Scrooge is most likely feeling guilt because he would have liked to have contributed to Fan's need by fulfilling her last request. Soon after, Scrooge starts working for Mr. Jorkin alongside of Marley, and they eventually buy out Fezziwig's company.
Isn't that old Fezziwig?
I guess Fezziwig is distraught and would like some compassion and stability, and Scrooge is probably regretful because he has a desire to enrich Mr. Fezziwig's life.
I just come from Mr. Marley's with a message for Mr. Scrooge. That Mr. Marley ain't expected to live through the night, and that if Mr. Scrooge wants to take his leave of him, he should nip along smartly, or there won't be no Mr. Marley to take leave of.
Is he dead yet?
I'll have another look if you like.
No, don't bother. I'll see for myself. Jacob?
Wrong.
Huh?
Wrong.
Wrong. We've been no worse than the next man. Or better if it comes to that.
Save yourself.
What? Save myself? Save myself from what? No more. I cannot bear it.
Jacob Marley worked at your side for 18 years. But what did you feel when you signed the register of his burial and took his money, his house, and his few mean sticks of furniture? Look at your face, Ebenezer. A face of a wrenching, grasping, scraping, covetous old sinner.
So Marley seemed concerned because he had a desire to see Scrooge contribute to the needs of others. And I guess the spirit is frustrated because he'd like to see some consideration for Marley. Next, the spirit of Christmas present shows Scrooge what's about to happen this Christmas.
Is the pudding still singing in the copper, Peter? Yes, come and hear it. You come too, Mary and Belinda.
He's growing strong and hearty, though, Martha, my dear. Isn't he, my love?
Spirit, tell me, will Tiny Tim live?
I see a vacant seat in the poor chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner, carefully preserved.
Oh, no. No. Kind Spirit, say that he will be spared.
Why? If he be like to die, he'd better do it and decrease the surplus population.
So I'd say Scrooge is worried because he wants to see Tiny Tim's well-being taken care of. And the spirit seems annoyed because he'd like to see more consideration for the well-being of others.
I am in the presence of the spirit of Christmas yet to come, and you're going to show me shadows of things that have not yet happened but will happen.
I'm a little late, my dear. Please forgive me. I went to see the place where he will rest. I felt very peaceful, my dear. He was telling me, you see, in his own little way, that he's happy. Oh, dear. My Tiny Tim. Oh, Robert, my boy. Oh, Robert.
So Robert and Martha are most likely miserable because they have a deep desire for a connection with Tiny Tim.
Strange. My usual place is over there, under the clock. I ought to be there this time of day. But I'm not. I'm not. Are these the shadows of things that must be? Or are they only shadows of things that might be? Tell me I'm not already dead. Tell me I'm not already dead. Hear the spirit. I'm not the man I was. Believe me, I'm not the man I was. I'll make good the wrongs I've done my fellow men. I'll change. I'm not the man I was. I'm not the man I was.
So Scrooge is probably terrified. And the needs I guessed here are care, tranquility, growth, and probably safety. But if you'd like to compare these, there's a couple lists of needs in the description. And if you find anything else that fits better, leave a comment and let me know. So in the end, Scrooge starts helping others and contributing to their lives. Next, let's go over the unmet needs I mentioned. For Bob Cratchit, it was understanding. And for both Mr. and Mrs. Cratchit, it was connection. For Fan, they were to see Scrooge be at peace and knowledge of support for her son. For Jorkin, it was sustainability. And for Fezziwig, they were purpose, simplicity, compassion, and stability. For Marley, it was to see Scrooge contribute to the needs of others. And for the spirits, they were to see consideration for Marley and consideration for the well-being of others. And for Scrooge, they were stability, consideration for his needs, purpose, simplicity, connection, to contribute to Fan's need, to enrich life, to see well-being taken care of, care, tranquility, growth, and safety. And finally, we'll look at what might have happened if Cratchit empathized with Scrooge when he was given Christmas Day off. So what I'm hearing is that you're irritated and would like some stability for your finances. Of course I'm irritated. Why should I give you money for time you're not working? So you're annoyed because you're looking for fairness between my work and paying me. Is that it? Yes. But you don't care about that. You just want to pick my pocket because it's Christmas. It sounds like you're upset and want some understanding about your desire for fairness. Yes, I suppose I do. I see. I would like to understand it better. And I also have a desire to contribute to my family. Perhaps we could talk about it and come to an agreement? How does that sound? I guess it wouldn't hurt to talk about it. From here, they can continue the conversation until they come to an agreement that would meet both their needs. So, what do you think? Could Cratchit have started to help Scrooge change and consider the needs of others? Let me know below. If you want more empathy, make sure you subscribe. And happy holidays. Take care of yourself. Bye.